Castle Park is a co-educational independent school. We're located in Dalkey, County Dublin in Ireland. We have children here from the age of 2 until 12, and at that point they move on to secondary school. We follow the Irish primary school curriculum, and we also have higher performance learning accreditation.
We prepare people ready for life. And if you walk the corridors, you'll really get to know and understand the acts of kindness, the resilience, the perseverance, the confidence of pupils.
It's a great blend of history, tradition, but yet we're very forward thinking in terms of our learning.
It's like an atmosphere, there's a real community feel to this school.
I think that's what makes us a little bit unique. The challenges we primarily had with our previous system were limited functionality. Also, our parents were very unhappy as well with the communications, because they were coming from all different angles. We had to use various platforms. It wasn't all housed within one system or all under one roof, so to speak. And also to pull data from the system was very difficult. We had to rely on the support services of the company to basically write reports for us.
We were looking for a management system that was going to be able to put everything in one place, be able to do different reports, be able to see where we are at the admissions process. Previously, we didn't have that, so it was collating everything on paper.
When I started here, we were using a system that was completely outdated. It was like we had replicated a newsletter, so that we used to be printed and put it on in a digital form, and we were still doing the exact same thing that's been done for 60, 70 years. A lot of the systems we looked at before and used were very corporate. They weren't necessarily tailored specifically to a primary school, and especially our setting too. It was very heavily time constrained for a teacher or anyone who's not an administrative, I suppose, IT technician or specialist. Found it very, very difficult to use.
We did demos with different systems. We did deep diving into certain modules on systems. And when we came across Veracross, we felt like it was kind of like the one true stop shop for everything that we needed in terms of data and communications. The portal seemed very intuitive and very user-friendly for parents and for staff. And I think the data reporting tool was quite powerful, we felt.
It was brilliant to see a system like Veracross where you could interact more with the system, that you could do different things. Initially, when we looked at Veracross, we set up a very, very small implementation team. We probably weren't as knowledgeable or knowing the extent of the work that was needed for this implementation process. Veracross were actually very helpful to ensure that our IT manager and another IT technician had that support available.
I felt supported and we had lots of guidance. I could ask lots of questions during the process. Overall, it was just the service was very good.
During the implementation of the admissions process, Melissa, who was our contact, was so patient, trying to get us through during a certain time so that we could start beginning of this year with the fresh portal.
Veracross were very helpful to provide additional support at the implementation stage, but also continuing now to today.
Our communications is obviously now much more streamlined. Everything is done from within Veracross, so down to our news blog, our principals blog, our newsletter, all of our email communications are done through Veracross now, which has made it much more manageable.
It's such a great way to communicate with parents, to get instant information, to have a central place to go, to know that everything that I'm wanting to find is in one location, makes life very, very easy.
Our parent body are very quiet at the moment, which is really quite good. It's always a good sign because they're quite vocal when things are going wrong, but they're quiet when things are going well.
Within the first 2 weeks, we were pivoting from, as I said, the paper-based newsletter onto instant online. It wasn't just where we target one form group or one specialist teacher. We could have potentially 5 or 6 different articles coming out within the same week. So that had a huge impact from a parent's perspective, very positively, very early on.
Now that I use Veracross, I no longer dread running reports because I can do them quickly, efficiently. We can basically now just pull anything we want at any time.
The calendar and registering for events, it helps us just keep everything in one place. Parents can upload their own information, which saves us time and makes sure that it's the correct information. I don't have to try and decipher handwritings, which was a big problem. It just makes such a difference.
The feedback from our parents overall has been very good. We have to provide less support. If there's information that they need, we can create a button for them in the portal and provide it to them very quickly.
Parents are very, very impressed with the fact that they can have insight into their children's class literally 5 or 10 minutes after something's happened in the school day. So that's been really, really positively met.
They're able to check the timetable so they know exactly where their children are. They can also use it to register absentees, which is great. So it's easy for them. They don't have to phone the office.
Now that I'm using Veracross, I now have more time for exploring Veracross and also improving other efficiencies in the school.
Now that we have Veracross, we have more time for our teachers to focus on the pupils. We have seamless communication from the school to the parents and from the parents back. And all our systems are located in one very easy to use system.
Using Veracross now, I do love my job. It just makes my life so much easier.
I think that's why at the end we chose Veracross, because it was going to keep everybody happy. The important thing is happy parents and happy staff.